Hello! This is the Generation Jumpstart Club brought to you by the auspices of the American Sunlight News and Literature podcast. Today, we are going to talk to you about Federal Way Mayor Jim Ferrell's failed leadership briefly. I'm not even going to call it leadership, so I'll change that to failed mayoralty. This guy makes Joe Biden and Kamala Harris look like geniuses. Ferrell even seems to have the same globalist mentality as them. Federal Way is in a Les Miserables state right now. If you saw the play or movie Les Miserables, you would know what I'm talking about. Now to what you can do to help our party. The Revived Citizens Party, aka the Party of Commons, is socially conservative, economically progressive, environmentally conscious, but not radical, and we don't buy into the general climate hoax. We are a non-interventionist, America First party. We were America First and spoke against globalism and its ills back in the early 2000s, before it became cool this century. That is a short description of our party's ideas as we go about the task of finding a petition manager for our ward/district's petition, an integral part of the citizens' initiative to restructure the Federal Way City Council. Nonetheless, there's presently a roadblock in accomplishing that goal since we fell way short, in 2024, of the 800 to 900 signatures that we need for the petition. We're starting a New Year's Day push to revive the petition and seeking a person with great organizational skills to be our petition manager. If interested, you will want to see our ward/district's website, which can be found at generationjumpstart.net. Contact us through one of our website contact forms. It doesn't matter which one. Our party is also looking for a person to be our general campaign manager. We use the word general because this isn't about a specific campaign, but we need somebody to be our general manager for any campaigns that our candidates may be in, as well as for our ballot measure efforts, such as the one just mentioned. Although we would prefer to have separate managers for both the petition and the general campaigns, the general manager volunteer could actually do both jobs, if necessary. All of these are volunteer jobs. We don't have the money at this time to pay either stipends or salaries. We realize that the lack of money limits our pool of available people, but keep in mind that these jobs don't have to take up a lot of your time. Maybe 1 or 2 hours a week, or not even that, necessarily, but just at your leisure, as long as that is a fairly regular pace. In other words, you can't volunteer and just ignore the job for a month. You need to put in at least a few hours a month and keep in regular contact with the chairman, who may soon be a candidate for mayor of Federal Way. We have nobody in these positions now, so something, as far as getting work done is concerned, is better than nothing. We don't have the luxury of being choosy right now when it comes to volunteers. Speaking of money, we have a couple of GoFundMe sites for both the ward/district's petition and for general party funds. The latter is not specifically designated for campaigns, per se, but is a catch-all Party of Commons fundraiser for all or our party functions, including campaigns. If any money from that fund is funneled to a specific campaign, then we are obligated, in some way, to report that transaction to some kind of government oversight agency, depending on the jurisdiction involved and the particular campaign. Find our GoFundMe site links from our website, americansunlightnews.website. I repeat, americansunlightnews.website. Apply for any one of these 2 primary jobs today or whenever with a recent photo, a short biography, and what you can bring to the job that you are volunteering for. Your job summary doesn't have to be that long, anywhere from 100 to a couple of hundred words or so, if that. The chairman will want to interview you in person, probably at a coffee shop. For general volunteer positions, like the all-important signature gatherers or clerks or campaign escorts and sign waivers, all of you that are interested are wanted and would be greatly appreciated. Apply through generationjumpstart.com. I repeat, generationjumpstart.com. Strength, honor, and nation. Godspeed.